People insult you, throw jabs at you, or deliberately try to provoke you, and you react right away, snapping back or trying to defend yourself. You've already lost. Not the argument, something much bigger: control. The moment you react emotionally to someone's words, you hand them power over you. You let them control your mood, your energy, your entire state of mind, just with a few words. This truth was written down over 500 years ago by a man who understood power better than almost anyone in history. Niccolo Machiavelli. He wasn't a therapist or a motivational speaker. He was a political strategist who watched kings rise and fall, who saw powerful people destroyed in days, all because they couldn't control their emotions at the right moment. Machiavelli noticed something simple but true. People who react the fastest usually lose the most. Anger clouds your thinking. Getting emotional shows weakness. And the moment someone, a rival, a coworker, a family member, even a stranger online, sees they can get a reaction out of you, they know exactly how to control you. This is because when someone provokes you, they're not just being rude for no reason. They want a reaction. They want you angry, hurt, or defensive, because the second you react, you give them exactly what they were looking for. But when you stay calm instead, you send a completely different message, that their words mean nothing to you, and that's the most powerful thing you can do. But here's where it gets interesting. What if the real power move isn't fighting back, but simply staying silent? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. Real psychology, real manipulation tactics people use on you every day, and simple strategies you can start using immediately to take back control of your life. Because once you understand this one principle, the power of ignoring, you'll start noticing it everywhere. And once you master it, people stop being able to manipulate or predict you. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why staying silent is the sharpest weapon you'll ever own. Now let's understand why people provoke you in the first place. Most of the time, it comes down to three things: insecurity, control, or attention. Insecure people put others down to feel better about themselves. Some people provoke you just to test how much control they have over you. And some people simply want attention, good or bad. It doesn't matter to them. Once you understand this, you realize their behavior was never really about you. Think about real life for a second. Someone at work takes credit for your idea in front of everyone. If you argue right there, you look difficult, maybe even insecure. But if you stay calm, keep working, and let your results speak later, you win without saying a word. Or think about family gatherings, where someone always has a comment about your job, your weight, your relationship status. The moment you defend yourself, they get exactly what they wanted: a reaction. But a simple smile and a subject change leaves them with nothing to work with. Even online, trolls thrive on replies. Ignore them, and they lose their entire purpose. This is where Machiavelli's hidden rules come in. First, silence is a weapon, not weakness. When you stay quiet, people can't read you, and that makes them uncomfortable. Second, never reveal your next move, because the less people know about your plans, the less they can prepare against you. Third, let people underestimate you, because when someone thinks you're weak, they drop their guard completely, and that's exactly when you have the advantage. And fourth, patience always beats intensity. The person who reacts fast almost always makes the biggest mistakes, while the person who waits strikes at exactly the right moment. Here's a brutal truth most people don't want to hear. The world doesn't fear weak people, it fears calm people. Constantly explaining yourself is just a quiet form of begging for approval. And ironically, the people who provoke you the most are usually the ones who fear you the most, because deep down they know that if you ever realize your own power, they'll lose all control over you completely. Now here's something harder to hear. The world doesn't actually fear weak people. It fears calm people. Think about it. When you constantly explain yourself, defend your choices, or try to justify every little decision, what are you really doing? You're quietly begging for approval. You're saying, please understand me, please accept me. But real respect was never meant to be begged for. It's meant to be commanded through your actions, your silence, your presence. Here's an even harder truth. Most of your fights, most of your arguments, most of the stress you carry around every single day, none of it was ever necessary. If you learned just this one skill, choosing not to react, most of that conflict would disappear from your life completely. And ironically, the people who provoke you the most, who try hardest to get under your skin, are usually the ones who fear you the most deep down. Because they know that the day you finally recognize your own power, they lose all control over you forever. Now take a moment and ask yourself something honest. How many times have you tried to prove your worth to someone, defended yourself over and over, argued your point until you were exhausted, and still walked away feeling smaller afterward? How many nights have you replayed a conversation in your head, wondering why you said what you said or reacted the way you reacted, wishing you could take it all back? That cycle needs to break. You don't owe anyone constant explanations. Your value was never defined by how quickly you respond to people who try to hurt you. It's defined by how much control you have over yourself in those exact moments. The strongest people in any room aren't the loudest ones. They're the ones who stay quiet, who observe everything, and who never feel the need to justify their every move to people who were never going to understand anyway. So, starting today, decide something different for yourself. You are no longer the person who answers every insult, every jab, every passive-aggressive comment thrown your way. From now on, you're the person who simply watches, who stays composed, and who moves only when the moment is actually right for you. And here's where something strange happens. Something almost nobody expects. The day you truly master the art of ignoring, the people who used to provoke you will start doing something completely different. They'll start coming back to you, asking questions, seeking your approval, trying to explain themselves to you for once. Why does this happen? Because human beings are wired to chase whatever feels distant, whatever feels unreachable. The moment you stop being emotionally available to everyone who wants a reaction from you, you instantly become more valuable in their eyes. It's almost ironic. The less you chase approval, the more approval starts chasing you. But this shift doesn't happen by accident. It takes practice, and it takes a simple system you can start using immediately. So let's break it down into 3 steps you can use starting today. Step 1. Whenever someone tries to provoke you, pause for just 3 seconds before responding. Don't let your emotions control your mouth. That short pause alone will save you from 90% of unnecessary conflicts in your life. Step 2. Ask yourself one honest question. Does this actually deserve a response? Most of the time, the answer will be no. Most insults, most jabs, most passive-aggressive comments don't deserve your energy at all. They're designed to pull a reaction out of you, and the moment you realize that, they lose all their power over you. Step 3, smile, stay calm, and simply continue with whatever you were doing. Make silence your default response, not because you're weak, not because you don't have anything to say, but because you understand something most people never will, that your peace is more valuable than winning a pointless argument. This isn't something you master overnight. It takes real practice, real discipline, and real patience. But every single time you choose silence over reaction, you're rewiring how you respond to the world, and slowly, without even realizing it, you'll notice something powerful happening. People around you will start treating you differently because you've stopped giving away your power for free. What Machiavelli taught over 500 years ago is still exactly as true today as it was back then. Real power was never about who shouts the loudest, who wins the argument, or who gets the last word in a fight. Real power belongs to the person who can control their own emotions when everyone around them is losing control of theirs. It belongs to the person who can stay silent when silence is the hardest thing to do, and who can walk away when everything inside them wants to fight back. Think about every single person who has ever tried to provoke you, tried to bring out the worst in you, tried to make you feel small. None of that power was ever really theirs. It was yours all along. You were the one giving it away every single time you reacted. And starting today, you get to decide whether you keep giving it away or whether you finally take it back for good. So the next time someone tries to insult you, mock you, or push your buttons, remember everything we've talked about today. Silence is your weapon. Patience is your shield. Calm is your power. You don't need to prove anything to anyone who was never going to respect you in the first place. Let them talk. Let them assume. Let them underestimate you. Because while they're busy trying to get a reaction, you'll already be 3 steps ahead, moving quietly toward exactly what you want. This single principle, the power of ignoring, has the ability to completely transform how people treat you, how much respect you command, and how much peace you carry in your everyday life. It's not about becoming cold or emotionless. It's about becoming someone who chooses their battles wisely, someone who values their own energy too much to waste it on people who don't deserve it. If this video gave you even one thing you can use starting today, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel because we're just getting started. There are so many more of Machiavelli's dark, powerful secrets left to uncover, secrets that could completely change the way you move through this world. So don't go anywhere because what's coming next might just be the most important lesson you'll ever learn about real power.